I'm Chef Jasper, and today we're in the kitchen preparing winter citrus salad. Now, come on, you think of citrus, sometimes we think of the summer, but you know what? During the wintertime, the grapefruits, the oranges, and even the lemons are delicious. Yes, I'm gonna slice a lemon and put it on this salad. You're gonna love it, but more than anything, you really have to start off with a nice dressing. And I love the story about my cousin in Italy. He never understood the idea of making a salad dressing because in Italy, it's just a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and a little pinch of salt. Even in France, they don't say salad dressing like we do in America, but we can make a vinaigrette that's easy and delicious. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to need a little bit of garlic. Don't want to smash that garlic down. Come on. Just slice it very, very thin. Just like that. And you can mince it if you like, but I like the nice little thin slices. We can also put some sliced garlic on top of our salad. That'll be really nice. Okay, to this now, we have to have a little bit of stone ground mustard. And yes, the stone ground mustard does make a difference. You can use a Dijon mustard or even regular mustard, I know, but I like the stone ground mustard. A little more flavor and you get that little crunch in there. Okay, a little bit of honey and vinegar, but remember, when we're talking Italian salad dressings, when we're talking salad dressings, of course, when we say dressing, we usually use in America, olive oil and vinegar. In Italy, they do 4 parts olive oil and 1 part vinegar. In France, it's a vinaigrette with 4 parts vinaigrette and 1 part olive oil. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. We need some shallots in this. I love shallots. Gives it such great flavor. And you know what else we can also do? Slice up some of those shallots just like with the garlic. And what can we do? We'll sprinkle them on top. But I need them in my dressing for flavor. So I'm just going to cut this one right in half. We'll peel this very, very quickly. We don't have much waste in this at all. And for the dressing, you really want to almost mince it. Unlike the garlic, you want that flavor in there, but we want to really kind of just let it almost disappear into the dressing and give it a lot of flavor. And that's more than enough because some of these shallots, they're pretty big right now. If you can find the smaller one, that's okay. Big one is just as good. We don't want them the size of onions, of course. Now we have this minced up, and we're going to add this to our vinaigrettes. I'll say vinaigrette, I'll say dressing, interchangeable, it doesn't matter. And, of course, now we start with the actual dressing itself. Have a nice lime here. Now, with the lime, I'm going to use the lime for my flavoring in the vinaigrette, but also I'm going to slice up a lime. Yes, I'm going to put some lime right on top of this, so you'll like that. Let's just cut this in half. We'll save the bigger one for our salad so you can actually eat that. We said citrus, wintertime, it's really good. And it's kind of prepares you, for the upcoming months because, hey, March is right around the corner. We're already into the snow and the bad weather and all. There we go. Was that easy or what? Okay, now, our vinegar. I like either a champagne vinegar, a Prosecco vinegar. Red wine vinegar is perfect, not just plain vinegar though. So we want to stay away from that. Extra virgin olive oil. This makes a difference. I've made a little bit more than I need, but that's okay. Put this in a mason jar and shake it, especially with the mustard. Here's a little trick. You have your stone ground mustard at the end. Now you've used it for sandwiches and everything else. You have some left around the edges and all that stuff in the middle, you don't want to throw it away. Build your dressing in that jar and shake it. It'll be fantastic. Never throw away a mustard jar. Now, my secret over all these years in making dressings, this looks great, just like this, okay? But I finish with a little bit of honey. And the honey just brings everything together, gives it a great flavor. And of course, honey and citrus, they just go together. That's it. Look at that. That's all we need to do. And if you want a little more citrus in there, of course, cut an orange in half. That's okay. Give it a little more citrus flavor in your dressing. But let's put this aside. And now we're going to actually build our salad. Here I have a lime. Now, I won't do this with the rest of the fruits, but I'm leaving the skin on the lime. If you'd like to slice them on a slicer, that's okay. Mandolin is fine. But I'm just going to eat the limes just like this. How about that? They don't have to be perfect, and you can even quarter them if you want. Cut them in half. We don't want to waste this at all. So watch what I do here next, because I just need a few. I get this right here. Put this back in our little juicer. And we have a little more juice for that. How about that? No waste. Let's set this aside. Did I forget something? Yes. How about that? We'll put this in there again. I love that flavor. All right. We'll give that a nice mix. Now, let's start doing our slicing of our fruits. Look at this beautiful grapefruit. Wintertime grapefruit, they are perfect. Some oranges, and it doesn't matter. Pick out some different oranges that you have available at the store right now. We've peeled these. You may have just a little bit you need to trim off there. That's all. No big deal. And slice these. You want some nice slices for coloring, but you know what? Don't waste those ends. Yes, we could put them in our little juicer and set them aside also and add more juice to it, but don't waste them. This one here, oh my gosh, look at that. This is just absolutely beautiful. Yes, the grapefruit, it's beautiful. You can cut them a little thinner. I like nice little slices. I want to bite into that. Put that on the side. Another orange. Now I did peel a lemon earlier. And you think about this, and you know, I love the history of food. When did this all start with salads and fruit? Oh, we could date way, way back. Look at this lemon. Is that just perfect? Yes, we're going to have a lemon. Don't worry about the seeds in there. I took some of them out earlier that I could see, you know, at the top. We don't want to waste any. So take out that juicer again and put the rest of your lemon in there. We have that set aside now. I have an extra orange I was working with earlier, so we don't want to throw it out of the way. Just beautiful. There we go. Our main component of the dressing is finished. Our main dish right here, ingredient, is finished slicing. Let's get some nice red onion slices. I like these to be kind of perfect. There we go. We get some nice circles on there. Thick or thin, that's up to you. We don't need a lot. And remember, I told you about this shallot. Well, I don't want to throw it away. So we're going to have some nice slices of that. And just so we can kind of, when I say drizzle it, yes, we're just going to kind of drizzle around the salad when I finish. If you have some green onions, you have some chives. Yes, chives during the winter time, that's okay. A beautiful citrus salad. Now, let's start. I have some greens here. I like arugula. I even have some wild greens in there too. You can get those during the winter time. Just perfect. Let's layer our fruits just like this. What color? You can even add more grapefruits for more coloring, of course. But look at that. Just beautiful. Oh, I didn't forget those limes. Don't worry about that. I'm going to put those limes in there. I'm looking for color with those limes. Yeah, how about that? Just beautiful. Pick out some more color in here. Put that there. Arrange this up a little bit. Kind of sneak that over there. Turn that one over because we have a little skin on that. That's okay. And of course the limes, we're going to kind of tuck in here a little bit. Just like that. Because we can kind of see what's going on this way. You're just building this. Wouldn't this be nice, you know? Everybody's into building their boards right now. I'm thinking maybe a citrus board. That's a good idea. Okay, some beautiful red onions. And I told you I like those circles. I don't like the big pieces. So I like these little circles here, just like this. How about that? Okay, we won't waste this. We'll use it in something else. Just like that, that's all. Especially this little round one right here. Just perfect. And of course, those shallots right on top. Just kind of sprinkle them around a little bit. That's all we need to do. We don't want to smother this too much. Okay, now, here we go. A little bit of feta cheese. Just a little bit on top. Look at it, just a little to sprinkle. Not much. Take out those bigger pieces. We can add those once we sit at the table. Some olives. Now, I love Kalamata olives. You can also use something which, a lot of people don't realize. Raisins or cranberries, if you don't want the olives, but we want some more color in there. That's up to you. Just look at this. Sprinkle some of those around the dish. Anywhere you'd like. If you got 6 people, put about 12 of them, or 4 people, put about 8 of them. That's all. That's it. That's all we're going to do. And now, oh yeah, we have some leftovers. Don't worry. That's not going to go to waste. We have our dressing, our vinaigrette. And all we're going to do at this point is just drizzle this right on top. You don't even have to let this marinate. No, I didn't forget the salt and pepper. I'm going to add that next. Oh, is that beautiful? A little bit of salt. If you're growing fresh herbs in the house right now during the wintertime, a little bit of tarragon would be nice. Marjoram is even better. Few turns of cracked pepper. We don't want to overflavor it. Yeah, cracked pepper and fruit. Look at this beautiful tray of fresh citrus, Kalamata olives, a little bit of cheese. Oh, and use any kind of cheese you want. I like this. And then some, beautiful fruits, the lemons and the oranges, and yes, the limes and the vinaigrette. This is one dish, one salad that I love to serve during the wintertime to my family and friends, and one you're going to be proud of also. I hope you enjoy. Bene mangiare bene. It means eat and drink well. Brought to you by Hen House Markets.